After 4 years of marriage, my wife's journey to fitness led her to a path of self-discovery and away from me. From the gym to the courtroom, we've been through a whirlwind of change, betrayal, and regret. Now as she seeks to mend what she broke, I'm left to decide if second chances are worth the weight of our past. Dive into our tangled tale of love, lust, and the pursuit of happiness. Subscribe for more gripping stories of relationships that hit the rocks. My wife left me after she got in shape and now wants to get back together. I find myself compelled to share this tale, perhaps in search of validation as my world has recently been turned upside down. I, 32 years old, the supportive and loving husband, had been married to my wife 33 years old for blissful years. Our marriage was a testament to the deep love I held for her. In 2022, she succumbed to depression, primarily due to her demanding job. Being the concerned partner I am, I offered unwavering support and suggested she try the gym or any form of physical activity to alleviate her stress. My own battle with depression before our marriage had been conquered through regular exercise, so I knew its potential benefits. She agreed to my proposal, and we began our fitness journey together. However, my recent promotion at work increased my responsibilities, making it challenging to maintain our joint gym sessions. Despite this, I made every effort to accompany her when possible. My wife, initially on the job side, a trait I adored, started noticing changes in her physique, which motivated her to attend more frequently. This newfound routine not only sculpted her body but also proved instrumental in lifting her out of depression, witnessing her transformation into a more vibrant and confident version of herself filled me with joy. As her self-assurance grew, our intimate life became more passionate and adventurous. However, this surge in confidence began to cast a shadow over our relationship. She immersed herself in a whirlwind of social activities, attending numerous parties and outings, to the point where she neglected her household responsibilities entirely. The situation escalated when, during a social gathering we attended together, I observed her engaging in flirtatious behavior with another man. When I expressed my concerns, she dismissively brushed them aside. After several similar incidents, I felt compelled to have a serious conversation with her. I explained that her newly discovered confidence and emotions were causing her to act recklessly, potentially jeopardizing our relationship. I carefully explained to my wife that her newfound confidence, while positive, shouldn't be the sole driver of her decisions and actions at this juncture. Drawing from my own experiences, I recognized this pattern as one of my former shortcomings, being excessively guided by emotions. In an attempt to address our issues constructively, I proposed we seek the assistance of a marriage counselor. However, this suggestion ignited an unexpected firestorm. The woman I once knew as the epitome of sweetness unleashed a torrent of hurtful words. She claimed that her recent self-improvement had made her realize she had settled for me, asserting she could attract a better partner. Her accusations of my insecurity and other disparaging remarks left me utterly stunned. The stark contrast between her current behavior and her former gentle nature was jarring. The following month, she initiated divorce proceedings. Our communication dwindled to sporadic exchanges through our respective lawyers. My legal representative informed me that our court hearing was scheduled for the upcoming month, with a high likelihood of reaching a conclusion then. The division of assets appeared straightforward. We had comparable incomes. The joint account is our only shared asset, similar savings, and no children. The house, being my mother's property, was exempt from the division. I resigned myself to the impending end of our marriage. However, last week brought an unexpected turn of events when she called, her voice choked with tears. She expressed deep regret and offered repeated apologies. Yet, I found myself feeling not anger or sadness, but a profound sense of disappointment. Her complete silence since the divorce proceedings began, coupled with her abrupt departure from our shared home, had left me in the dark about her whereabouts or state of mind. I conveyed to her that reconciliation was no longer an option. Since then, she has been inundating me with messages. My family stands firmly behind my decision, urging me not to waver. Interestingly, my in-laws, who were initially shocked by news of our divorce, have now begun encouraging me to reconsider my stance and contemplate reconciliation. I remain resolute in my decision, with only the slightest doubt lingering. Seeking validation and a chance to express my thoughts, I find myself reflecting on recent events. The divorce is now official. As my lawyer described it, the process was as smooth as butter, given our minimal shared assets. Despite her attempts to engage in one-on-one conversations for closure, I maintained my distance, communicating solely through legal channels. It's not that I'm indifferent to her reasons for leaving or her actions during our separation. I simply prefer not to know. These past months of living independently have been transformative. Initially, nights were filled with tears and anguish, but as time passed, acceptance gradually took root. I question the value of reopening old wounds by delving into the whys and wherefores when I've already come to terms with our separation. For once in this tumultuous journey, I'm prioritizing my own peace of mind. The unwavering support of my parents and friends has been a beacon of strength, reminding me of the incredible support system I'm fortunate to have. Looking ahead, I've crafted a plan for personal growth and renewal. First on my agenda is renovating my home office, a project I've long contemplated. Simultaneously, I'm recommitting to my physical health by returning to the gym. While I'm generally satisfied with my physique, there's room for improvement in terms of body fat percentage. Adhering to a strict diet has proven challenging, largely due to my weakness for tiramisu, a guilty pleasure I'm not quite ready to relinquish. As for re-entering the dating scene, I've dipped my toes in the water by creating profiles on a few apps. The response has been encouraging, with a decent number of matches. However, I've come to realize that I'm not emotionally prepared for that step just yet. For now, my focus remains on nurturing my hobbies, prioritizing my well-being, and rediscovering my individual desires and aspirations.